Hello,
Uh,
how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good, thank you. How was your day? How is your holidays going?
Great so far.
Great so far. Okay, so why don't we do a little bit of a speaking practice? Let's not go straight into the work. So why don't you tell me how or what you did this holiday? What was so great about this holiday?
Uh, uh, uh,
Did you have fun playing with friends? Did you have fun learning new things? Did you get to relax and sleep in? What are some of the things you are enjoying about your holiday? What you like about your holiday?
mm, I I can play.
Sorry,
I
can you
can
say that
play.
again?
I can play game more than normal than I play.
Okay, good. You can play games more than normal. You can um have you been sleeping a lot? Did you get to have some extra naps during your day?
No,
No. Okay. And what work are you still doing? Are you still having some extra maths or some extra Vietnamese?
um, no, I still have yeah, I still have an extra math.
Okay. And any extra Vietnamese?
No,
No. So just maths and English. Okay. So let us start. Okay. So grammar, the passive, present, and past simple. Okay. So what is present simple and past simple?
mm, as a simple. You, you use a simple thing to talk about something in the past.
Okay. And present simple. Oh no, wait, that was present simple. I want you to look at something quickly. Let's share this. Okay. So this is my handy table of tenses. Okay, so the present simple is your base version of the verb. So this is talking about what you do. So I watch movies. So for you, it's I play games. Okay, do you understand? And present and past simple. Okay, so that was present simple. So past simple, where is simple past? Simple present, simple past. Okay, is your version 2 of your verb. So I watched a movie. So most of the words are just going to get an ed. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, but sometimes, just sometimes, if it is an irregular verb or an irregular noun, the word will change altogether. So here, let me just get my highlighter. Here we have the base word arise. Now, arise doesn't become arised, like what argue becomes argued. Arise becomes arose and then changes to arisen. So certain words will change. Most words are just going to get an ed. You understand?
Yes.
Great. Okay, let's go back to our work. Okay. So now read the facts. Which do you think is the most surprising? Can you read for me? Oh, wait, we
Mm,
did this. Sorry, we did this one. Okay. So we didn't do this one. Okay. Find three examples of the passive in blue in the text. Complete the rules in the learn this box. Okay. So the passive is formed with the correct form of the verb, something, and the past participle. Okay, so let's look at the words in blue. So the passive is formed how? Can you guess the answer for number one?
mm, one passive verb. Uh,
Okay, it's B. Okay, number two, we use the something simple for the present passive and the something simple for the past passive. So what do you think goes here?
present simple.
Okay, good. And then the next one?
Use
What goes in the next
use of
block?
past simple.
Past simple. Good. And if we want to say who performed the action, we use the word by. Okay. Okay, publishing, past and present. So now we're going to complete the sentences in the chart, use the present, past, or the simple passive form of the verbs in brackets. Then match four of the sentences with pictures A to D. Okay, so 50 years ago, manuscripts write by hand or on a typewriter. So what do we do there?
If- Write it.
Not write it. Write is a word that's going to change altogether. But let's just take a look at these words here that are in blue. More than 32 million books are kept because remember, B can change. B changes to are to was. 57 books are bought every second by shoppers, and the first Harry Potter manuscript was offered. So you must remember B can change. So now there is no such word as righted. Right has to change. What does right change to?
Wrote.
Written.
Mm.
Okay. So how do we finish that sentence? Because there's another word that you need to add. Participle.
Mm.
Okay, let's give you an example. Were written. So because we're talking in the past, we're talking 50 years ago, we're going to use the past. So it's going to change to were written by hand or on a typewriter. Okay. Two, manuscripts type on a computer. So what does this change to? What is number two?
Uh, Number two. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, can you try?
What's typing?
Okay, not
Type
was, because now we're talking present. And remember, we use this second, so usually it gets an
uh,
ed. So can you try?
uh, type vector.
Okay,
Vector.
are typed. So present, we're going to use. Okay, so we're going to use are, we're going to use is, and in the past, we're going to use were, we're going to use was. Okay, so number 3, the finished manuscript, something send to the publisher by post.
Mm.
What is the past tense of send?
Mm. Uh,
Okay, so let's think of our participle first. Are we going to use the word was or are we going to use the word were?
mm, war.
Okay, not were, because remember were we use if there is an S. So now it's not manuscripts, it's manuscript one. So we're going to use was. And now send, what does send change to? The D comes away and it gets replaced with another letter. What letter goes in the D's place?
The ER.
No. This is a word that changes altogether. So we're only going to take the D away and we're only going to replace the D with one letter. Not two letters, just one letter. Okay, it was sent. So send changes to sent. Yes. The D disappears and there's a T. Okay, so let's look at number 4. The finished manuscript, email to the publisher. So now what is your participle? Is it are or is it is?
Yes, R.
Remember what I said about were and was? We're talking about a manuscript one. So we're going to use the word is. If we're talking about
Yes.
manuscripts, like number 2, then it is are. Okay, so the finished manuscript is, and then what do we do to email?
Mm, yes.
Remember, it's the present. Present is simple. We usually just add an ed.
Mm.
So what is number 4?
Uh, is, was,
Is, sorry, I didn't hear you. Okay, can we try? Can you give me a suggestion? Can you give me a thought? What do you think number four is? So we
mm,
already said we're using the word is, and that the present is simple, we just add an ed. So that should be easy enough. What does it become?
uh,
Okay, I have a feeling you are not concentrating and you're not looking at our lesson because you're not even reading. I can't hear anything. Can we try? I already gave you the answer. I just need you to say it. Can hear you. Can you say that again?
mm, mm,
Okay, so we're using
mm,
the word is, and the word email just needs to get an ed. So what goes into that block?
mm,
I gave you the
is,
answer.
is, and
Is email. Good. Now please read number five for me.
email with ed.
Yes, so is emailed to the publisher. Okay, now can you read number five for me? Can you read number five? Don't answer number five, just read it for me.
Picture of drawn on paper.
Good. So pictures has an S. So are we using were or was? Are we using the word were or using the word was?
Uh, was,
No, we've got pictures. Look at one and look at two. You're not paying attention. I've told you this 3 times today already. Okay. So if we have a plural, if the word has an S, we are going to use the word were. If the word
mm,
has no plural, so no S, we use the word was. So now, pictures, it's a plural, it has the word S. So what are we using? What participle are we using? Can you try?
was, drew, was drill.
I just told you that it is a plural. With plural, we use the word were. Can you please pay attention? You're doing something else while we are trying to have a lesson. So you're not listening, so you're getting the answers incorrect. Okay, so let's try again. If the word is a plural, if the word has an S, we are going to use the word were. So were goes with plural. If the word doesn't have an S and the word is just singular, then we use the word was. Okay, so
Mm,
here we have the word pictures. So what participle are we going to use with the word pictures?
Mm. Word. Word dream.
Drawn. Good. Okay. Now please read number 6 for me.
Six. Most picture create on a computer.
Good. So what participle are we going to use there? Because remember, it's pictures, it's a plural. So in the present, plurals, we use are, singular, we use is. So what is our participle for number 6?
Word.
No. The present and the past have different participles. We're looking at number 6. Number 6 is present. So we are using either are or is. In the past, we use either were or was. Okay, so now between are or is, most pictures, and what is the participle?
Mm. Most picture were
Not
created.
were. Were is past. We're talking about present. Present, we use are or is, not were or was. So this side, the green side, we're going to use were or was. This side, the slightly beige color side, we are using are or is. So if it's a plural, we use are. If it is a singular, we use is. So most pictures, is pictures a singular or a plural? Sorry, can you say that again?
Mm. People are created.
Good, are created. Well done. Okay, read number 7 for me.
Week as a printer made by the printer.
Okay, so what is our participle? So we have the word plates. Is plates plural or is it singular?
Um, Barrel.
Plural, good. So are we going to use were or are we going to use was? Yes, we're going to use the word were.
Word.
So what does make change to for the past tense?
Made.
The made, good. Were made. Okay, number 8. Can you read number 8 for me?
Mm. Thing.
What does number 8 say?
Some book. Or
Not
are
were, yes.
are print.
Okay, what does print change to?
Uh, Print to printed.
Printed, good. Okay, now read number 9 for me.
Mm.
What is
Uh,
number 9?
Banana. Banana. Book. Sell only in bookshop.
Okay, were is correct. So what does sell change to? What does sell change to?
So, so,
Sold. Good. Okay, last one. Can you read number 10 for me?
uh, mm, more book, blah, blah, online, more than bookshop,
Okay, so R is the correct word. What does buy change to?
bought,
Good. Well done. Okay, so now we're going to complete the questions. Use the correct passive form of the verb in brackets. Okay, so here we have be. So we're going to complete the question. So it has to start with a question word. Okay, can you read be for me, please?
or be, uh, blah, blah, blah. Teenagers suffer Bethany Hamilton by a shark
Attacked. Good. Okay, but now what is our question word? What word goes in the beginning?
the first.
Was. Good. And then attacked. Okay, read number C for me. Okay, I'm just gonna sit and wait till you're ready.
Uh, was the first hunting
Good.
war, war banned in
Okay, not
2000?
banned is correct, but here we don't need the word were. So banned is correct. Okay, D. What is D?
Wars of Farmville, uh, played by 20 82 million people around the world.
Okay, played is correct, but I think they want to use the word is because they are not giving us a time. So I think yes. So they are talking present. So is Farmville played by 82 million people around the world? Okay. Letter E. What is E?
Was was the first Pirates of the Caribbean film uh, made in
In
2008?
2010. Good. F. This is present, so I'll help you with your question word. So this is not past, this is present. So what is our question word?
Hmm. Um, is
Good.
book used in
Good. Okay, G. What is G? Also present.
uh, are the April Fool
Okay,
Day celebrated in France?
good. Okay, but we're not going to use the word are. Because yes, fools is a plural, but that's the name. So if we had the word days, then we'll use the word are, but we're going to use the word is, and celebrated is correct. Okay, what is H? This is past tense.
For the Earth Day, uh, hit by enormous asteroid around 665 years ago.
Okay, it's not were, it was. And hit stays the same. So was the Earth hit by an enormous asteroid? So we don't use the word hitted. Hitted doesn't exist. Okay, what is I?
Was England ruled by King John during 15th century?
Good. But we say the word ruled. Okay, good. So now we're going to use the words below to make the titles of five plays by William Shakespeare. Have you seen any of them on TV or in the cinema or theater? Okay, so do you know who Shakespeare is? Yes, no, maybe. Are you paying attention?
Yes.
Okay, do you know who William Shakespeare is?
No.
Okay. William Shakespeare wrote plays. Um, do you know Romeo and Juliet?
Yes.
That is a play written by William Shakespeare. But obviously, the Romeo and Juliet movies that you watched isn't exactly the same as William Shakespeare's plays. He used very different English. Okay, so this is going to be a bit difficult for you. So, the Shakespeare plays that they have is Anthony and Cleopatra, Romeo and Juliet, King Lear, Julius Caesar, and Hamlet. Okay, so can you please read this about William Shakespeare?
William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare is probably the most famous playwright in history. He was born in 23 April 1566 in Stratford upon Avon in England. He was one of the eight brothers and sisters. His father, John Shakespeare, was a successful businessman. William went to school in Stratford and learned Latin and Greek, but he didn't go to university. At the age of 15, he went straight to work in his father business. When he was 18, he met and fell in love with Anna Hathaway. He was 8 years older than him. She was his name. They got married in November 1582, and 6 months later, they have a daughter. Susanna was born in 1585 and had a twins, Hamlet and Juliet. Little is known about the 47 years of his life. Only know we only know that he moved to London and lived and his child is Stratford, and that by 1592 he was writing play and working as an actor. His plays were very popular and made a lot of money in in 1597. He bought a big house in Stratford for his family, but he stayed in London for further 14 years. Were write and act also a thriller in 1611 and finally retired and moved back to Stratford to live out in the house and brought in total 6 had wrote 37 plays and 154 sonnets, a 14-line poem, and some of his poem addressed to marry the woman, and some of them addressed to a people, young man. Nobody knows the identity of these two people. Shakespeare died in Stratford on his birthday on 23 April 1660, and he was buried in the church where he has been christened 52 years later.
Okay, very good. Okay, so Shakespeare, what I want you to do is I want you to look on YouTube, look for videos about Shakespeare, look for some of his plays. Okay, can you do that for me?
Okay.
Okay, we are going to end our lesson there for today, and then I'll see you again next week, Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye.
Yeah.